Hello buddy, and welcome back to another malware video. Today we're going to be looking at something I was sent via email. Apparently these people want to sponsor the channel. Now this is the real website, .net. This is the real website of photodiva. You can download it for free, or you can upgrade to Pro. With Pro you get more stuff, and you can buy it here, and it goes to an actual payment processor. This is as far as I can tell, this is a legitimate website. Now, this is photodiva.pro. This, I don't think, is a legitimate website. It goes to the same place if you go through, but it has a different download with the download.php file, which is going to a Russian website. Now, let's compare size, because this is a good way of finding out. Similar size, which is interesting. Let's see what the icon of the real one is. So this is potentially fake. Since we already have the fake one, we can try VirusTotal and see what that has to say about questionable setup files. Usually doesn't like it very much. I was just checking the hash so that it could see if someone had already uploaded this. It seems I'm the first one to have ever uploaded photodiva to fake photodiva. Let's see if we get any hits. Now we've got real photodiva. So the icons are different. That's alright, this one's copyright AMS software, which is apparently the development house of this. This one is copyright nobody. That seems legit. Let's just get 7-zip, because this is one of the first ways that I can usually tell is that you can usually extract the exe and you can find basically nothing in there and a big crap file just to convince you that this is a legitimate software, which is invalid. Haven't seen that before. This is the real one. Okay. Let's just put this into... Let's try... Or no, we need a zip folder for this to work. Because this is another way you can catch the crap files. Because if it compresses into something really small, that is a good sign that it isn't. Okay, so far so good. Not getting any hits on VirusTotal. Have we actually made a mistake? Is it possible? Okay, that's just small screen. We don't care about that. I disabled Windows Defender on this VM because a lot of people think that's just annoying. So let's see. So we're in installs. It's honestly stranger if it works, because it was a sketchy email. And both of these, well, if this one works, then we have to run the other one through, just in case somehow we got confused. And that would be the funniest possible outcome, is if the one on Google turned out to be a virus. No. Okay, that's interesting. There's a lot of red flags about this file, but, well, let's just see. Does it actually work as intended? Still possible that it came with something we didn't want, but... Wow, these guys have either... Or this is where it falls apart and turns out to be malware. That'd be funny. Like, that went a lot longer, which might be a part of it, because it needs to. So here's support. Let's compare. That's an actual PHP. That goes the same place. Okay, that one just gives an email. This one actually has a support. I still think there's something sketchy going on here. Okay, is this going to be the same? No, this isn't on the server. So this is a clone site. So there's something going on here. The software we installed doesn't work. Photodiva. Ooh. This looks like... Okay! So, these guys have gotten stealthy with their stealers. Okay, I think... Is this Photodiva, or is this something? Okay, let's virus total this one. So either that was a loader. Okay, that was clever. Like, we got to give them some legitimate credit if they've pulled off what I think they've pulled off, which is... Okay, we're just getting a shitload of errors. .NET Framework. Is this a fake error? This is just a way of checking that. 1.exe. Okay. Okay. Is this... Okay, that's just the auto installer, I think. Okay, this is one of the cleverest. Let's just send one, because this is a small... Oh! And that's our session, I think, that's being stolen. Write that in the wrong place. Confirm upload. Let's see what it thinks about this one. Could you... Okay, that's just a VMware. Actually, this is a... Oh! There we go. We're getting hits on that. Malicious, malicious, malicious. So there's an aspect of it. This might be one of the smartest scams I have seen yet. Like, this one was legit looking enough. It took me a bit before I even thought that I needed to run this under VM. I thought it was legitimate, and I was sort of looking at it. They almost got me to... I think I may have even downloaded the exe before I was like, okay, no, what the fuck? This isn't quite right. This is a different domain. Like, this is small. This is... So, there's a new, very stealthy version going around. Now, the payload is also very smart because it actually installs software. And I assume, looking at the size, either that's crap data or they're downloading that somehow. Confirm upload. I don't know if that's above the limit, but it seems to be working. So there we go. Bobsoft. What is Bobsoft? Oh. Delphi. So, Bobsoft, so that's just a... So that is a well-known type of malware. So they conceal it with code that's not strictly malicious. They use executable compression to make their files smaller. The Delphi packer adds onto this functionality by monitoring Windows and mouse cursor movement for... Okay, so if it thinks there's a sandbox environment, it goes to infinite sleep. Okay. Well, it didn't seem to catch this particular sandbox. Direct CPU clock, that could be some sort of attempt, but it's not doing anything brilliant. WoW64.job. Okay. Borland locales, Delphi locales. Okay, that's probably on... So it creates 1.exe, which is this file. So it doesn't seem to do a whole lot. Okay, let's see if we got any hits on our massive file. Because this... That's... Because they'll pretend to be some sort of meetings installer. I kind of want to get a hex editor. And this isn't a decompiler, so it won't show what the program does or claims to do, but it will show any oddities. Like, this looks like almost the whole photodiva's here. This program cannot be run in DOS. Okay. See, let's just scroll down. Oh, And this is what I like to call crap data. So where do the 20 is spam? So the actual payload is in fact a tiny file, probably the tiny file that we're seeing. This is so... Why do people do this? Static AI suspicious PE. So that one's not getting many hits either. So this is seemingly decently well disguised. No community hits on this. So we can't run this through Jujubug. Okay, not being signed is never a good indication of trustworthiness. So that is so strange. Like, I was like 10, probably like 30 seconds away from clicking the stop record button and just throwing this episode out because I thought I was making a video on an innocent piece of software, which I'm not doing. Okay, so I think the next thing to do is turn Windows Defender back on. There we go. Let's try and launch photodiva again. See if we start getting hits. Because otherwise, something needs to be done. Because Windows Defender is like, if you can submit the samples and get Microsoft to start deleting this stuff, it basically kills these malwares. So all of these other files, they look right. The file size is right. Like, these guys, they're a lot craftier than the guys before who were just idiots. These guys, they've done a good job at disguising this. And this is AMS Software, which is a real company that has nothing to do with it. So all these guys do is they drop in this fake Zoom installer. Does it tell us what its original file name was? Original name, Zoom Meetings Installer. Okay. Zoom Video Communications. But of course it's not really Zoom. So that's strange. Open Jill. This is all legitimate. And now let's see what the uninstaller does. I think this is still from the real software. Okay, it doesn't work, but it's like no signs of maliciousness. So that has got to be one of the sneakiest fakes I've ever seen. Be extremely careful. Photodiva.net is the legitimate software. Photodiva.pro is a very well disguised virus.